What is going on, guys? I'm TheSNEAK0 and welcome back to another video. Today I have a Super Mario 3D World gameplay. I planned to do this for a while ago, never got around to doing it. Finally having it, a lot of gameplays to use. This is one of my favorite of the 8 I have on my folder. This is really good. A lot of cool stuff happens. I go to like two bosses I think in this game. A lot of cool levels that I go through. So it's a really good gameplay in my opinion. This game's great. I really like how creative it is, and even when they're trying to be ambitious, it works. That happens with a lot of games that people they try too much and then it doesn't work and it gets complicated. This they try new things and all of them are good. So not really too many complaints about it. I mean, the reviews have been, I think, a little too good. A lot of people are giving it 10 out of 10s. IGN gave it a 9.6 out of 10. I don't completely agree. I think I said this on Twitter. I think I'd probably give it like a 9 flat. I mean, or maybe a little more than that. I haven't played the entire game yet, so maybe I can't give a full opinion, but from what I've played so far, not a 10 out of 10. I think it's a little too much, but still, it's the best game for the Wii U. No doubt about that. There's no other game for the Wii that's better than this at the moment, and I think it's going to stay like this for a while, depending on how the new games for the Wii U are going to be in the spring. So, as the year wraps up, it's been the Wii U. This is the Wii U's first full year. It came out in 2012 November 18th. That's when I got it on midnight on launch day. And just in review, the Wii U has not had a very good year. It's a lot of games, a lot of months were empty. Like they had Wind Waker, but that's a remake. They had Wonderful 101, that game sucked. Other than that, there wasn't that much coming out for the Wii U. And most of the games that I have were from launch day. They got a good amount of launch titles, but other than that, 2013 was really empty. For the PS4, for the PS3 and the Xbox 360, those were very good years. But in general, for the gaming industry, everything sold well. But from a gamer's perspective, who I really look for the best games possible. A lot of people are calling 2013 one of the best years for gaming ever. I don't agree with that. I know that GTA 5 was a great game. I know that Battlefield 4 was great, even though it had a lot of problems at launch, really buggy when I played it. There was BioShock Infinite, and there was The Last of Us. But those are like the 4 major big games. Other than that, there wasn't that much in between. That's what years like 2007 had. They had games like every couple weeks, every month. They had like 4 big games, and they were separated, and they were really buggy. And the one problem with me for this year, all those big games were delayed, a bunch. And Battlefield 4 should have been delayed because it had a ton of bugs. It was ridiculous. It was awful. And then GTA 5 was delayed from... It was supposed to come out in March. It came out in September. Last of Us was delayed like 3 times. It was supposed to come out in 2012 in December. Came out this year in June. BioShock was delayed like 3 times. And now Watch Dogs, which I was really excited for, was supposed to come out in November, and it doesn't even have a release date now. It's supposed to come out in between April and June. So that's one problem that I really have with developers. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to find out when a game's going to release. I know that I agree that if the game is not finished, then you shouldn't release it. But at the same time, you should actually find a goal and aim for that goal and not be too ambitious. You shouldn't go for okay, we can finish this in a few months if it's going to be awful, like Battlefield 4. But you should know when to have. You shouldn't have a date ready. It shouldn't be that difficult to find a date, which is really frustrating for me because I pre-ordered Watch Dogs a few months ago. Now I don't know what I'm going to do with my pre-order. I don't know if it's canceled or not. It's annoying because now with the PS4 and the Xbox One, they came out. The launch titles weren't very good. Knack, and that sucked. Rice, whatever. That was those are the 2 console exclusives, and those weren't even that good. I haven't played it myself, but that's what I've seen from reviews. They both got 6s in general. Other than that, there wasn't really the launch lineup wasn't that great, and even everything that came up for the launch was already available on the previous generation. So there wasn't a whole lot of point to get them this year because Watch Dogs, being the only big game for the launch of those consoles, didn't even come out. So there wasn't a lot of point to get it. That's why I didn't get a new console, mainly because there's not really a point. Because every game that's already out, you can get already, and the games that were only on there, they suck. So although people are saying that 2013 was a good year for gaming, I think 2014 is going to be at least twice as good because now that they have the new generations out, all these new franchises are going to start. There wasn't a lot of franchises that came out this year. The Last of Us, maybe. I don't know if that's going to be a full-on like Uncharted, but I don't know. really, if there are any like new franchise, there's nothing that I saw that's like a spark. Like, yes, they're gonna have a series of games. It's gonna be the next Call of Duty or Assassin's Creed. No, all the really good games this year were sequels, and that's true. Aside from The Last of Us, GTA 5, BioShock Infinite, that's like the third one, and Battlefield 4, Assassin's Creed 4. These are all old franchises, and they're just coming out. That's not a bad thing, but it's just that I like seeing new things. It's like years like 2007 where they have new franchises every month. That's why those years are the best years for gaming. In general, it's been a pretty, people are saying it's a really good year. I didn't think so. I mean, Nintendo always has really strong lineups. It was late, and Super Mario 3D World's the only good game this year for the Wii U. Really the only good game. I can't think of anything else. Wind Waker is a remake. I don't really count that as a new game, but just besides that, there wasn't anything that great. And Nintendo is a big voice in the gaming community, and that's true. Even though their sales may not be doing as well, you can't deny that they're still part of the gaming industry, and they really affect it. Aside from that, Sony had a pretty good year, but it's just like there's a lot of empty months, and with that, when you don't have that, it's not a complete year. It's also the end of the consoles, so that's when the developers are most familiar with them, and that's why the sequels are the best. I mean, if you think about it, all the games that came out this year are probably the best in the franchise because the developers are really familiar with the console. But now that I'm glad that that's happening in 2014, because all the games that launched for Xbox One and PS4 weren't that great. 2014, that gives developers a whole new chance to do that. So I'm really excited for that. I think 2014 is going to be a better year. Let me know what you think in the comments. Personally, I don't think that 2013 was that great of a game. Personally, I don't think that 2013 was that great of a year. Let me know what you think. As well, I'm very excited for the next year. It's gonna be one of the best. I think it's gonna be one of the best in history. Next year's gaming life. So thanks for watching. Remember to leave a like rating if you did enjoy, and I'll see you next time.